So when we talk about how do we get the message out there, how do we reach out to these journalists, whether it's print, digital, or broadcast media? So sometimes a cold call or a cold email to a journalist and introduce yourself and maybe have a conversation over the phone, maybe meet up with them in person just to get to know one another and kind of build that relationship from there. But the other way, and Chris alluded to this earlier, is like, an media advisory, or what I'm showing here is a press release. We'll get to an advisory here in a second. Unfortunately, and depending on your media outlet, majority of the time, if you write a press release like this, oftentimes the person that you're sending this to will just copy, paste it, and put it into the paper, or will say it on the radio. They won't do it in their own words. So this is written, designed in a very journalistic way. So the who, what, when, where, and why, you kind of touched on those like in a document like this. And so this is just a template of what a press release looks like, for immediate release, the contact info. In this particular case, was an organization in Chicago for a Stop Police Crimes campaign. And so, some sort of catchy title. And then you kind of go in here and maybe add a little facts, maybe cite something, and then touch on, again, the who, what, when, where, why. In the body of this, if you are talking about something, try to reference what you're talking about. So in this case, there was a Color Lines article that was mentioned. So that was like referenced right there. And then particularly, more information about, in this case, Stop Police Crimes campaign, as well as the Chicago Alliance Against Racist Political Repression. And that's it. And then instead of sending it as like a doc file, send it as a PDF. Sometimes doc file can be a little bit corrupted. You don't know sometimes if the person you're taking it may have a Mac or they may have a PC, and those can read things differently. Even if you send in an open doc, if you save it as an open document extension, then it could also look different on their end as well. So send it as a PDF. It'll be a little bit cleaner, a little bit more professional as well. Send it out. You can add in here a logo or some sort of letterhead of your organization or your campaign. That's attractive as well. So this is a little conventional. You can have a little bit color on here. It doesn't have to be like really bold colors, but some sort of color when it comes to the background and everything, some images as well. Lately, I've been seeing people have kind of used infographics to use as a press release template as well. That's perfectly fine as well. Whatever speaks to your campaign and the campaign's personality as well as your personality, I would say. But for a more conventional sense, this is like the way to go, and then kind of build from there.